Hello, Groe family. Thank you for sharing a little bit of your time with me this morning. Thank you for the privilege of just taking a few moments to encourage you for this year as we wrap it up. You know, this is an exciting time of year. It's a time where we are finalizing our plans for where we're going to spend Thanksgiving, where we're going to spend Christmas. It's a time where we are organizing those menus, who's making the potatoes, who's making the slaw, who's bringing the dressing, who's bringing the turkey. It's also just a time where we get energized. We have a few days off, and it's just exciting. It's exciting to spend time with family. It's exciting to celebrate with memories. And, you know, I just want to encourage us this time of year to enjoy some of those traditions. Moses did this with us, and he did it with the people of God. In Exodus chapter 12, in verse 3, he says, "Speak to all the congregation of Israel, saying, on the 10th of this month they are each one to take a lamb for themselves, according to their father's households, a lamb for each household." And what Moses is encouraging the people to do is to follow God's instructions for the Passover. But then every year after that, they would commemorate this tradition that was established to be a marker and a reminder of what God had done. And every year, at a particular time of year, they would celebrate Passover. And I want to encourage us as families to, if we don't have some traditions during these holiday seasons, to create some. Traditions are best when they're kept simple. Traditions need to be made with each member of our family so that we can generate these great memories. I see traditions as memory makers as well as memory markers. And they can serve to be powerful salve and medicine, even during painful times. But they're exciting. And so I encourage you to get creative and to figure out what kind of traditions you can establish with your own family. And if you do have traditions, to fuel those and continue them. I want to take a second to say thank you myself. I want to thank God for what He has done and where He has grown me. I've now been your pastor for a little over 4 years, and it has been a journey. And God has brought me here for this time, for this season, and I have no doubt about that. And I also have no doubt that God desired to teach me when He brought me here. I was not brought here simply for you guys, but I was brought here for Jason. And God has grown me and is growing me. And one of the things that I have learned most about God is His faithfulness. I have learned that He is faithful, and He's proven Himself faithful. For a time now, I have just been so excited about where God has brought us as a church, where we are currently, the vision He's laid out for us for these next several months and years. And I am excited, genuinely excited, to see His fingerprint and His hand at work here in our body. And I'm excited in a way that I've just simply not been up to this point. And I cannot wait to see what God's going to do through me, through you, through us. And so I want to thank God for what He has done for us as a family, a church family, and as well as my own family. But God has grown me, and I want to thank Him for that. I also want to thank the staff. We are privileged to have a staff that loves Christ, a staff that seeks Him through His Word, a staff that works diligently, a staff that I truly consider a team, and an honor and privilege to co-labor beside them. And so you should be proud, as I am, about those that I get to serve with, and the team of spiritual leaders that are leading our children, our students, our collegiates, and our families. And so I want to say thank you to my staff, those who labor with me, and day in and day out. We have grown together. We've gone through some very thick woods together. We have grown tight. We have also celebrated some tremendous joys. We play hard together. We work hard together. We laugh hard together. We cry hard together. And so, staff, I appreciate you. I love you, and I thank you for who you are and what you do and what you stand for. I want to thank you, church. You have been patient with me. You have served alongside of me. You have been diligent to serve us in any capacity that we could have asked for service. You are friends. You are co-laborers with me, and I consider it an honor and a privilege to labor beside you and with you. You know, God's blessed me with some great men to surround me and pray for me weekly. The deacons here at Poplar Grove are special men. They are men who are deacons not simply in title but in function. I can give any of them a call, and at any moment they will be there to help and assist in any way. They love this church. They love you. I love them. They pray for me often. They love our staff. They love the community. And I want to tell you guys thank you for all that you do and all that you mean for us. And guys, appreciate you. I love you. You know, I want to tell one more thank you to my family. I want to thank my children for being patient with me. They don't always understand the spiritual warfare that takes place, but they've learned to be patient with Daddy. They don't always understand why Daddy behaves the way he does, and I pray that I don't ever do anything to be a stumbling block to them as it relates to their own walk with God. But Jaden and Bella and Brady, I love you, and I thank you for your patience with your daddy when he's not always bearable at home. And Holly, I thank my wife who's stood with me when she shouldn't have stood with me. She's been faithful when she didn't have to be. She's been strong when she didn't need to be. She's defended me when she shouldn't have. She's put up when she didn't need to have to do that. And so I want to thank my wife for 20 years this next year of being a helper in the gospel and an iron that has helped sharpen me. Family, church, leaders, staff, guys and gals, I love you. I thank you for all you do. I thank you for what God's going to do through us. To Him be the glory. May we give Him the praise for all that is done.